Spookaloo in the news, January 6th. This is a big one. Let me bring up the press release and I will give you the details as I have them. You ready for this? Man, I'm gonna need a cigarette for this one. This is crazy. I'm glad I'm at where I'm at. I'll just say that much. How about that? All right. If you're in here, you're interested. I appreciate your interest. This is big. Let's do it. The press release, as I have received it from the NICW, the National Independent Championship Wrestling. Let's give you a little bit of background on them. They began back in '05 with a focus on paying tribute to the old school Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. Huh? Is that up your alley? Well, let me tell you what's going on. I'll read this press release verbatim for you because this is crazy. This is big. Talk about, I've been dying to do it. Let me get it out of my system. Come together right now over wrestling. All right, enough of that. National Independent Championship Wrestling. The NICW annual board meeting for 2025 took place on January 4th in beautiful Beckley, West Virginia, and several important changes were made in the direction of the organization. Most significantly, additional existing promotions were admitted to the NICW and their representatives were added to the existing board in various capacities. As of January 4th, 2025, National Independent Championship Wrestling consists of the following member promotions. The NICW, National Independent Championship Wrestling. American Pro Wrestling. PWL, Premier Wrestling League. Championship Wrestling, Top Notch Wrestling Alliance, and Maximum Velocity Wrestling. A lot of great West Virginia-based promotions spreading their wings on this one. These promotions are now aligned promotionally, recognize their respective championships, and all of them will recognize the NICW World title once the current tournament is concluded. That tournament is about to kick off in APW land. Mount Hope, get down to the Mountaineer Sports Auditorium. History is being made, folks. That's me adding that. I'll give you the rest of this. My bad. In the immediate future, NICW member promotions will promote live events throughout West Virginia, Ohio, Tennessee, and North Carolina, and have a broadcast television presence in West Virginia, North Carolina, New York, Massachusetts, Wisconsin, North Dakota, Nevada, and Alabama, and a worldwide streaming reach. The future of professional wrestling is now. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Tell me what you're thinking on this. Couldn't be happier for all involved. Couldn't be more exciting for what's happening here. As I said, man, they've got TV in so many markets across the U.S., and there's so many wrestling fans out there dying to get some of that old school wrestling that they loved, and I think this is going to deliver, man. Looking at the promotions involved, I know the talent involved. I couldn't be happier. I really think this is a big deal. That's why I went live as soon as it dropped. Never have I done that. You know, I didn't even get my notes in place. I just had to get it out there because I'm excited. I think you should be excited, especially if you're a fan in the area. Heck, even if you're in the area, if you're out in Wisconsin, you can see this go down. You can see this title tournament go down. They're about to crown a new champion. The title tournament looks nuts. Let me bring up the brackets and I'll go over this. We are about to crown a new NICW World Heavyweight Champion. Let's bring up the brackets on that and tell me this isn't a crazy one. Also, while I'm looking up the brackets, so we can get some more information on this, it looks like Joe Brody will be returning to the podcast sooner than later. We'll have him on within the next few days to give us some more details. The man is definitely in the know. The puppet master, if you will. He's kind of putting this all together. The dude doesn't get enough credit. I think he should. I think he should on this one because this is huge. To see West Virginia wrestling promotions especially, to see them come together, it's something we've talked about on this podcast so many times. So many people said it wasn't possible. It certainly is. It certainly is good news, T-Bone. This is exciting stuff, man. I appreciate you tuning in. Before we get to the title tournament, let's take a look at what's going on in Beckley on Thursday, January 2nd. All right, the NICW World Title Tournament does begin in a tournament match, first round. Jeff Paul versus Cyclops. Talk about the history between these two. We also got Eric Steele, Cade Koval in a tournament match. Baron Krause defending the TV title against my boy AJ Evans. Uh-oh. I'm excited for that. TJ Walker, Sheikh Abdullah Ahmed. The Shooter Society against Cadillac Jackson and a mystery partner. That's how you kick off 2025. I'm excited for that. So there you go. The tournament starts this Thursday. I'm bringing up the brackets so I can give you some more information because this tournament is stacked. Like I say, the game is changing, especially in West Virginia. But this has some reach. This is going to change the game for a lot of people in a lot of places. All right, let's bring this up here. The title tournament, as I'm looking at it, bracket 1. Crash Cassidy is the number 1 seed, taking on Dixon Bad. That's going to be brutal. Two hard-hitting individuals, to say the least. Eric Steele, Cade Koval, another banger. Daniel Craig against Chase Bennett. My boy Chase Bennett. I'll admit I'm not familiar with Daniel Craig, so I'm pulling for Chase Bennett. And as we said earlier, it's going down Thursday. Once again, Cyclops and Jeff Paul. That's one to get excited for. Bracket 2, a man that's been impressing me recently as I've been laying down commentary for APW, Mike Mars. Big dude, tough dude, one hell of a worker. Mike Mars is the number 2 seed, taking on Tony Ray. Pony Johnson, baby. Pony Johnson and Corey Sparks. Lane Cali. Oh, man. And Scott Lee. Lane Cali. It's a good day. It's good news. I'll leave it alone. And Baron Krause and Bobby Yella. That's a champion versus champion match right there. I'll be. Okay. All right. So, man, that's a stacked tournament. If you're not excited for West Virginia wrestling, for East Coast wrestling, for wrestling in general, like I say, we knew today would be a new era in wrestling. We're all hitting Netflix. Everybody's excited about that. But I think this is big, man. This is big. This is going to lay the foundation for what's to come. It's changing the landscape. To see, like I say, these promotions come together. If you would have said it just a year ago, I would have said you're nuts. You're insane. You're crazy. And believe me, plenty would have backed me on it. Plenty have said this was undoable. It would never happen. Well, it's happening right before our eyes. So yeah, man, stay tuned. Like I say, next up, Joe Brody's coming back to give more details than what I have. The dude, he obviously knows what he's doing. So let's see what happens, man. It's worth getting excited for. I promise you that. Check out APW TV on Rumble or on your local TV station. Not just the television on Rumble. They're putting out full events. You might even hear Spooky Lou on the call on a few of them. So you know they're doing big things. I appreciate you tuning in for this, man. Like I say, it's a hell of a time to be a pro wrestling fan. Enjoy wrestling, man. This is what it's all about. This is the kind of shit that gets Spooky Lou excited. To see all these promotions come together, I'm sure there'll be some sort of talent exchange. You'll see some new guys in some new areas. It can only benefit everyone. I promise you that. Spooky Lou's all for it. I love you. Stay tuned. It's getting crazy. It's getting wild out here.